In the enchanted realms of ethnomuseology, scholars embark on a captivating journey through the mystical tapestry of human cultures and the magical spaces that house their artifacts and narratives. Like ethnomuseological sorcerers, researchers unravel the spells woven into the intricate relationships between communities and their material culture, delving into the enchanted territories of exhibition design, cultural representation, and the transformative power of museum spaces. The study of ethnomuseology becomes a mystical exploration, where the threads of curatorial magic, community engagement, and the symbolic dimensions of cultural heritage converge in a narrative that spans the realms of preservation and dynamic cultural expression. Artifact conjuring. Artifacts become a conjuring process in ethnomuseology. Ethnomuseological sorcerers navigate the magical dynamics of collecting, preserving, and displaying cultural artifacts, unraveling the spells that connect communities to their material heritage. Cultural alchemy. Cultural heritage becomes a form of alchemy in ethnomuseology. Researchers investigate the magical transformations that occur within museum spaces, unraveling the spells that shape how cultural narratives are curated, communicated, and experienced. Symbolic exhibition sorcery. Exhibitions become a sorcery in ethnomuseology. Practitioners explore the magical dimensions of curatorial decisions, unraveling the spells that influence how cultural stories are told, artifacts are displayed, and meanings are conveyed within museum settings. Curatorial chronicles. Ethnomuseological chronicles become tales in the enchantment of ethnomuseology. Researchers explore the magical narratives of curatorial practices, unraveling the spells that connect individuals and communities to the stories and histories preserved within museum walls. Transformative ritual conjuring. Museum visits become conjurings in ethnomuseology. Ethnomuseological sorcerers investigate the magical aspects of the visitor experience, unraveling the spells that transform individuals as they engage with cultural artifacts and narratives in museum settings. Sacred display wisdom. Museum spaces become a form of wisdom in ethnomuseology. Researchers explore the magical significance of physical exhibition spaces, unraveling the spells that designate certain areas as culturally significant and imbued with historical and symbolic meaning. Language of display sorcery. Display language becomes a sorcery in ethnomuseology. Practitioners delve into the magical dimensions of how artifacts are labeled, described, and contextualized, unraveling the spells that convey nuances, stories, and the intricacies of communication within museum exhibits. Living heritage spells. Living heritage becomes spells in ethnomuseology. Researchers explore the magical symbols and representations associated with cultural practices that continue to thrive, unraveling the spells that convey cultural meanings and connections to contemporary community life. Community engagement enchantment. Community engagement becomes a source of enchantment in ethnomuseology. Ethnomuseological sorcerers explore the magical aspects of involving communities in the curation and representation of their own cultural heritage, unraveling the spells that foster collaboration and shared narratives. Ephemeral museum chronicles. Ethnomuseological narratives become ephemeral chronicles in the enchantment of ethnomuseology. Researchers weave together the threads of curatorial decisions, community collaborations, and the evolving role of museums, creating a narrative that captures the enchanted essence of the evolving relationship between communities and their material culture within museum spaces. In the captivating realm of ethnomuseology, the study of human cultures and their material heritage becomes a mystical journey through the enchanted forces that shape the intersection of preservation and dynamic cultural expression. Ethnomuseological sorcerers, as scholars are metaphorically described in this context, weave together the threads of curatorial magic, community engagement, and the symbolic dimensions of cultural heritage into a narrative that captures the enchanted essence of the evolving relationship between communities and their material worlds within the magical realms of museum spaces.